If you were an alien with the goal to invade the Earth, how would you do it? Go get your own ideas. Alien. Dang it. So, which solar system are you from? Ligma. You sure it's not Sigma? Start on that island with that tribe that has never been contacted by people. Use that as my base. And slowly extend my reach into India and Asia. Interesting. What if you were caught? Use social media to sow doubt and confusion about the obvious truth, while also doing something drastic on a global scale to divert attention. Is that you, Donald? Yes. It is the sailor duck. Release virus in superpower country and spread it across the world. It won't kill them, but war made from conspiracy theories about them releasing it will do the trick. Hold on. This seems familiar. What do you mean? It's brand new. Novel. Even. I'd go up to bat for that. I'm already here. Eyes. What kind of powers or tech do I get? UFO type tech. Let's think of your alien as a AVP looking. You are strong. Fast. But let's make a twist. There are not millions of you. Easy. Just flex on all those peasant humans with my UFO tech and wait for them to surrender. Are you made of soft gushy stuff? Like us, we're 100% erectile tissue. Have an Earthling scientist develop a translator, telling the Earthling that we come in peace. Then when we are welcomed by the leaders, we start shooting lasers. Ack. They released a tiny dinosaur. Clearly an act of aggression. Ack acknowledged. Ack acknowledged. Don't run. We are your friends. Ack acknowledged. Would you like to develop an app? I just thought of this when I read the question. By invading the Earth, every 60 seconds in Africa a minute per sestage of the week can stop it. Every person exposed to water dies. Incorrect. Only about 93% of people exposed to water have died. How? First invade the body of a president and do it sneakily like an inside job. Nice try. Putin. Depends on what their end goal is. If they want resources, then the most effective solution would be to use biological, chemical and other perhaps unknown weapon forms that would cause maximum biological damage without harming the planet itself. If the goal was enslavement, then they would likely play a long game, sending forward units to infiltrate our species and collect data on the people who would most likely resist, cooperate and even actively work on the behalf of the alien species before unleashing devastating firepower the likes of which we have never seen on specific locations as a show of force before a ground army occupies any and all population centers, forming their own governments made of their own and those of us who are willing to betray the species, while the world is shifted into an occupation zone where people are subjugated and eventually exterminated through enslavement before they pack up and move on to the next world with intelligent life and start all over again. If their goal was extermination, then they would unleash the total might of their combined military powers and whatever advanced weaponry they have invented, likely bringing humanity to its knees in hours and wiping the entirety of our species' military powers off the map before unleashing whatever they have as a weapon of mass destruction, which could range from anything like bombs that boil entire planet surfaces to beams of energy capable of light, rally destroying planets. The possibilities are kind of endless if we are hypothesizing based on the fact that whatever life this is has FTL travel. For total extermination they wouldn't even need to do much. Just launch a nuke at either US, Russia or China and the MAD will do the rest. Send in a cleanup crew to deal with stragglers. Job done. Enslavement. Worldwide EMP. Aliens arrive a month or two after it goes off under the guise of saviors, blaming the EMP on a pulse from a neutron star. After 2 or 3 generations you probably got a good slave race going. Disguise my species as sexy space elves. By the time humanity find out we are really 8 stories tall crustaceans from the Proterozoic era, we'll already have that tree fiddy. As long as you end my life before I know your true form and let me believe that I died from snoo, then I won't mind that alien invasion. First, overtly meddle with elections in USA, China, and UK, causing widespread hate for the governments, because only 1% of people actually voted for them, and a minority government. This is much easier than impersonating a world leader. About China. Technically they do have elections. Just with one party. But if I can elect completely incompetent party representatives, that gets us to the next part of my plan. I use the tech on my UFO to plant miniature bombs around the town hidden, but the explosions are in plain view. I'm careful to not hurt or kill anybody, just waste money and make the government look incompetent. Therefore, people are starting to mistrust the government, and they won't band together like 9/11 because nobody was killed. Next, I arrange a few low-key murders of poorer people and create more resentment towards the government by making natural disasters. Basically we try to destabilize the government. The third step, use UFO tech to create what appears to be a nuclear detonation in a major city, preferably New York, Beijing, Moscow, and London. At the same time, send messages to the government anonymously saying it was X country, instigating war. Because of the incompetency of the governments, the political fallout would be much harder to solve. Also release a pro-war movie and heavily advertise it. Now that the larger countries are at war, we covertly take control of the Middle Eastern countries and take over oil. Now we send the world into a depression, and the fallout from the war allows us to easily bend countries to our will. After all, I have to get away from that snail. I'd just ask humans to join our empire. That would be cheap and fast. I'll join. Distract everyone with syrup bottles and statues. Nah, that only works in Canada. Although, wouldn't be a bad place to start. I wish we had statues. But we got too many syrup bottles. But how many syrup bottle statues? Tell everyone. Provide photo and video evidence. And prove I was a legitimate threat. Okay. Now that no one believes I'm an alien. Tweet at Donald Trump and tell him that Obama said, "Don't give Earth to aliens. We are gonna have the best deal with the aliens." Really huge deal that Obama could never do. No one would be in their right minds if they want to invade Earth. I don't know. It would be pretty easy to invade right now, assuming aliens can't get coronavirus. Why should I reveal my secrets to you? If I do, that I won't succeed with the plan. Close bracket. Op confirmed as an alien. Seems likely. Looking at their profile. Arrived 15 days ago. Learned C++. Now wants to destroy the planet. Why would I try to invade a second-hand planet that isn't even in nearly mint condition? I think I'll try another star system. A few Stargate SG-1 episodes has, in my opinion, one of the most diabolical ways the human race meets an advanced alien civilization who are friendly and begin sharing advanced knowledge. They promise and begin to wipe out all disease, war, all the thing we find inhumane about our lives. When a species is so healthy and long-lived they have no real reason to fight in the traditional sense. They don't need Earth right this second. They can wait. Part of the ridding of disease drugs/treatments made humans infertile. In a couple of generations all humans would die, and the Earth would belong to the patient aliens. Or in this example, me, the uplift bait and switch. Create a robot to make one of the most popular social media platforms on the planet, to steal information from the humans and give it to me. Then I create a human being with reptilian characteristics to temporarily rule the most powerful country on the planet. This was the only way to let the authority to fall into the wrong hands in the next election. Then, I released my passive-aggressive attacks in the first half of 2020 and watched the power of the strongest nation crumble in the hands of the incompetent ruler. Finally, during the second half of 2020, I lead an alien fleet to invade the weakened Earth. Peace is not an option. I will nuke it. Invade, not destroy. Okay. Then I will make the catchiest song that everyone could not unhear. Become like the Beatles famous. Get Donald Trump elected and watch the world burn. Nice try, Lolican. Steal all the toilet paper and watch the world burn. Probably do something racist while dressed as a cops and let them do the work until it's the right time to strike. Kill all humans using nanobots. And all mosquitoes as well. Cause fuck mosquitoes. #BADA bing bada boom. First pretend to be the president of a country, then slowly corrupt the nation to my goals and start making people fight each other. Specifically cause as many wars as I can and throw armies to die. Even if it's to invade and not destroy, I'd use humans for my own advantages. Who already invaded us. Wait 2 years for the US to finish imploding. One of the greatest military machines is now out of the picture. In the meantime, use satellite imaging to identify human objects to imitate. Create replicas of said objects, but give them the capacity to take samples. Search for bacterial/viral life forms. I'm not going out like those bitches from War of the Worlds. Dumbasses forgot about germ theory. Next, use cloaking and hologram technology to impersonate Russian and Chinese officials, soldiers, etc. Use espionage and sabotage to start a Russian-Chinese war. One of the next 2 most powerful forces has been eliminated. The other will likely be largely damaged. That is when I'll launch my invasion force, packed with plasma and laser weaponry, as well as kinetic weapons. I need to be able to cover various defensive methods and nothing can deal with all 3. Between Russia and China, whichever won the war, start the invasion there. Once they are conquered, split my forces and move on to Middle East/Europe and Japan. Their coalition will be unmatched. The rest of the countries should be relatively easy to mop up. Except Australia. I'm not touching Australia. The landscape, the wildlife, no fourth can match Australia. The humans won't be an issue, but the birds. They call the emus. They're unbeatable. Edit, a letter. This is a well-planned plan. If you are new to Tattletale TV, please subscribe. I have new videos every day. Stay tuned right now for another.